listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast by Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, Dr. Frederick J. Long, Dr. Mario Melendez, Dr. Jennifer Noonan, and J. M. Smith. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Proof Text. I'm Michael Halcomb, and this is an episode where we're doing a Hebrew reading. If you've been following along with the Proof Text podcast, you'll know that for a little while now we've been reading through the book of Jonah, and we're just doing one verse at a time, one word at a time, and so that's what we're going to do here. We're at Jonah 1:12. If you have a Hebrew Testament and you want to read that, now would be the time to grab it. I'm going to put the text up on the screen in a kind of slideshowy type fashion, so that'll be there if you want to do that too. You can pause the video and repeat however you want to use that. So give me a second here and I will pull up Jonah 1:12 and we'll get going. So, all right, there we go. Jonah 1:12. Let's see what it says. So we'll see the first bit of the verse here, and we'll do a quick read through this. So we have Vayomer Alehem, then we have Salni. Now there's some, we'll talk about pronunciation there, and then Vaitilenu Al Hayam Vayishtok. All right, let's see what else we have here. A little bit more of the verse coming. All right. Back up slightly. There we go. We have Hayam Malakim Ki Yodea Ani Ki Bashali Hasa'ar Hagdol. All right, let's keep going here. And then we have Hazeh Elekem. All right, so that's kind of not a quick read, but a slow read of the verse. Now we're just going to look at each word individually, and at the end, hopefully, we'll be able to read the entire verse with a bit more rapidity. So we'll build some fluency by doing this. So here we have Vayomer. We have the Vav with the Patak underneath in the Holam Yod, followed by the Aleph Mer. So Vayomer. Now you can do Vayomer or Vayomer, however you want to do that. Vayomer. All right, let's move on here. We have Alehem. I think I mispronounced that previously. Alehem. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. So we have the Aleph starting here. We have the Lamed with the Sereyod. So Ale, and then we have Hem. Alehem. I might have said Alechem, but it's Alehem. Alehem. Here we have the Sa. Now this is tricky because we have the comments followed by the Aleph. So what a lot of people are going to do, they use that Aleph as a silent placeholder. They're going to ignore it. I like pronouncing it. If you've been watching, you know that. So whereas other people might say Sa'uni, I might do something like Sa'a or Sa'auni. So we have a vowel pair here, the Aleph followed by the Vav. And so Sa'auni is one way to do this. Sa'uni, Sa'uni. There are different ways different people are going to do this. Sa'uni. It depends how you take the Aleph, Vav, vowel combination there. Use what pronunciation you're used to. So here we have Va, He, Ti, Le, Ni. All right, Va, Hetileni. Va, Hetileni. Vahetuleni. Vahetuleni. luni. This was a tricky one. Vahetiluni. All right, vahetiluni. Vahetiluni. I hope I'm doing that right. I may be mispronouncing that. Vahetiluni. That's a lengthy word right there. Vahetiluni. Vahetiluni. Al-Hayyam. This one's easy. We got the Aleph starting this with the segel underneath it. So some people give that an E sound and they'll just pronounce the vowel, the segel sound, and do L. I like to do Al. I like to pronounce that Aleph when I can. Al-Hayyam. So you can find a happy medium between Al and El. Al-Hayyam. Al-Hayyam. Into the sea or on the sea. And then we have Va Yish Tok. 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 All right, keep going. Hayam, we've already seen that one. Hayam. All right, we have Ma Alekem. Ma Alekem. Some people may treat this ayin as a sort of placeholder. So Malekim, you might hear people say it that way. If you've been watching, you know that I like to treat that sort of like that guttural stop, like the Okina in Hawaiian. So Ma'alekim, 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 Ma'alekim. Ki, ki. Yode'a. This is an interesting one because, back up here just a little bit. So we have the yod with the holim vav, however you want to say that. So that's a yo. And then we have the dalet with the serre underneath. So that's a de. So yo de. And then we have the ayin with the patak underneath it. And you know when that vowel's underneath the in, that's going to be the last sound. So some people might do this. Yodea. Yodea. I like to get that ayin. So yodea. Yodea. I'm going to put that in there. Yodea. That's why you hear me saying it a little bit differently, probably. Here we have ani, 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 ki again, ki. Here we have bu, shali, bushali, 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 bushali. Ha, sa'ar. All right, we get that ha, sa, ar. The ayin again with the patak. So ha, sa'ar, ha, sa'ar. I'm going to get that little hiccup, that pause sound. Ha, sa'ar, ha, sa'ar, ha, sa'ar. All right, ha, gadol, ha, gadol, ha, gadol, ha, gadol. Here we have hazeh, hazeh. And here we have the last word, beginning with that ayin, alekem, 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 alekem. Get that little alekem, alekem. So let's see now if we can do the verse a little quicker. All right, here it comes. And here's the first bit. Vayomer alehem sha'ani va hatuluni, sorry, al hayam va yishtok. Ooh, I'm going slow. Va yishtok. I want to do that one over. All right, see if we can get a little. Vayomer alehem sa'alni va hatiluni al hayam va yishtok. That's a little better. Hayam ma'alekem ki. Ooh. Ma'alekem ki. Yodea ani ki. Bashli. Sorry about that. Give me a second here. Let me put this back up. All right, there we go. All right, so we have Hayam Malikim ki Yode'a Ani ki Bashli Hasa'ar Hagadol. Much better, huh? Hazeh Aleikem. Hazeh Aleikem. All right, I think that's much better. So the thing, as I always say with reading aloud, right? You want to just go for it. That's what's going to build reading aloud fluency. You just got to go for it. And don't be worrying about messing up. That's part of it. You got to mess up thousands of times to become fluent in a language. So I'm going to read through one more time on the verse of Vayomer Alehem Sa Auni V Hateluni Al Hayam Vayishtok. Comes the next bit. Hayam Alekem Ki Yodea Ani Ki Vasheli Hasa'ar Hagadol Hazeh Aleikem. Much better. All right, practice your reading, and if you're going to practice your reading, make sure you're practicing at least a portion of that reading out loud. I recommend recording yourself on audio or video and listen to it back, but of course, watch the podcast as many times as you need to as well. All right, I'm going to stop there and say for now, I hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.